What it is, what it do. I'm A1, this is the Division, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you 8 tips and tricks that you may not know about. Now the first tip I'm going to go over is the health bar tip. The health bar is that orange line right above your skills, and whenever it's thin, that means you are not in combat and you can fast travel freely around the map. But let's go ahead and look for some enemies real quick, and then I'll show you the difference between the health bars. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we just got some enemies to spawn, and if you look at the health bar, you see it looks a lot thicker. We'll go ahead and kill this dude. Kill this dude. But yeah, if you look at the health bar, you see it looks a lot different. And if we tried to fast travel right now, we wouldn't be able to. So let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, see, you cannot fast travel during combat. So yeah, when your health bar is thick like it is right now, that means you won't be able to fast travel. If you're in the dark zone, you won't be able to enter checkpoints or safe rooms. Again, because the thickness of your health bar will let you know whether or not you're in combat. So as you can see, it's still thick. We'll go ahead and take a look at the map again. Yep, you still can't fast travel. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep running until it gets a little bit thinner, and then as soon as it's thin, I'll show you that we yep, there it is. Now that it's thin, we'll take a look. So yeah, as you can see, we can now we can fast travel because our health bar is thin. So yeah, if you're in a dark zone and you're wondering if you can leave the dark zone like through a checkpoint or into the safe room, all you have to do is just look at your health bar. If it's thin, you're good to go. If it's thick, that means you're still in combat. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the first tip. Let's go ahead and move on to the second one. Alright, so the next tip I'm gonna go over is a tip I'm pretty sure almost everyone knows about, but I'm also pretty sure not everybody knows about, and that's the shoulder swapping tip. Basically, we're going to use this clear sky as an example because that's when I use it a lot. Basically, when you're behind cover and you have a bunch of teammates behind cover with you and you aim down your sight, sometimes it can be difficult to see what you're shooting at because your teammates will get in the way. And a good way to avoid having your teammates blocking your sight is to go ahead and aim down the sight and then shoulder swap so you can look on the other side. That way you'll get a better view of what you're shooting at. And I'm not exactly sure what you have to press on PC, but I know on console, in order to shoulder swap, all you have to press is the left thumbstick or the left analog stick, and you'll end up changing your view. And I know a lot of times that can help you actually see what you're shooting at. So that's my second tip. And while we're here at Clear Sky, I'm gonna go ahead and mention another tip that's related to the Clear Sky incursion. And that tip is, ever since patch 1.3, you're now able to get Falcon Lost gear sets from Clear Sky. And to be specific, I've gotten the sentries called Backpack with a gear score of 240 from challenging Clear Sky, and I've also gotten the Tactician's Authority knee pads from Clear Sky on heroic. So yeah, that's another thing I wanted to point out because I'm not sure a whole lot of people know about that. Originally you could only get those gear sets either from sealed caches or from Falcon Lost, but since patch 1.3 I have been able to get those gear sets to drop in Clear Sky. And the big reason I consider that a tip is because, for those who don't know, Clear Sky is a lot easier and can be done a lot quicker than Falcon Lost. So yeah, if you get yourself a good team and y'all can run through Clear Sky on challenging or heroic in a small amount of time, I would definitely recommend doing so, because you can also get some Falcon Lost gear sets from this incursion as well. Now, one thing I should probably point out is that I didn't get the Tactician or the Sentry's call often. I believe I got one of those to drop maybe 1 out of every 4 or 5 times we did this incursion. Majority of the pieces that I got were either Hunter's Faith or Predator's Mark gear pieces, but I did want to let it be known that you can also get other pieces like Sentry's Call and Tactician's Authority pieces as well. I'm not sure if you can get Striker's Battle gear because I've yet to get that from Clear Sky, but I would assume you can get that as well. Alright, so as for my fourth tip, It is a matchmaking tip, and let's say you're doing clear sky and you made it all the way to the second part. You made it past the first checkpoint, made it to the second part, and let's say you try the second part a couple times, and then somebody in your group ends up backing out or disconnecting or leaving or whatever. With this tip, basically you don't have to start all the way over, and you don't have to run all the way back to the beginning in order to match make. What you want to do is you want to pull up your map, go to mission overview, and then go down to clear sky, because this is the one we're using as an example. And all you have to do is just select the option that says matchmaking. On PS4 it's the triangle option. You just have to press it, don't hold it. And no matter where you're at in the mission or the incursion, you can continue on playing and you will have people join you. It may seem like common sense to a lot of y'all, but I've been playing a lot of clear sky lately, and we've had people back out, and then we get a new leader, and then I would ask the new leader if they could match make, and they would have no clue how to do it without either running all the way back to the beginning or restarting the entire mission or incursion because they wanted to match make or whatever. You don't have to restart all the way over. All you have to do is just go to your map, go to the mission overview tab, then go to whatever mission or incursion you're currently playing, and then select the option that says matchmaking, and you can continue on from where you were at instead of having to start all the way over, or instead of having to run back to the beginning and use matchmaking from there. Again, I'm pretty sure most people know about it, but I know for a fact not everyone does through my personal experiences, so that's why I included it in this list. Alright, so for our fifth tip, this is a really easy thing to do, and it can be quite useful in certain situations. But basically with this tip, it allows you to go directly to your inventory. So if you're on console and you press start, you'll notice that you see this screen, which is your normal start menu screen. But if you hold start, which we're going to do now, it'll take you directly to your inventory. So let's say for instance you're either in the dark zone or in the incursion and you run out of ammo for a particular weapon or something. All you have to do is just hold start, and you're already in your inventory, and from there you can just switch your weapons real quick, and then you're back in the fight. It can also be useful if you're trying to restock your ammo as well. Instead of pressing start and then going to your inventory, switching out to your Lone Star pieces or whatever, you can just hold start and you can switch out your pieces a lot quicker that way. So that's my next tip. Hold start, you'll go directly to your inventory, and it makes things a little bit faster. Alright, so for our sixth tip, and this is actually a tip I didn't know about until like a couple days ago. So I know for a fact there's other people out there who don't know about it as well, but it's the mark an enemy feature. So if you aim at an enemy and then you press up on the D-pad, it'll highlight that enemy. And they say it lasts for 5 seconds, but in my experience it usually lasts around 2 to 3 seconds. And it's a good way to indicate what enemy you want your teammates to shoot at. If nobody's playing with the mic, for example, and you want to focus fire on a specific enemy, you can just zoom in on that enemy, press up on the D-pad, and you can see it highlights them for a couple seconds. So that's another feature I wanted to point out. Again, I didn't even know about this until a couple days ago, so I'm pretty sure there's other people who didn't know about it. But yeah, that's how you highlight people without having to use pulse, without having a sentry's call gear set, or using the talent that highlights enemies. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, the precision talent that'll highlight enemies when you get a headshot on them. You don't have to do any of those things. All you have to do is just point at them or aim down your sight at an enemy and press up on the D-pad. Now I'm not sure what it is on PC, so if y'all know, be sure to let us know in the comments. Alright, so for the seventh tip, it is the health on kill tip. And as you can see, if you have some armor like this one that gives you a major attribute that has health on kill, basically whenever you get a kill, it'll give you a certain amount of your health back. So as you can see here, we get 13% of our health back whenever we get a kill, and it can be very useful. But in regards to this tip, I just wanted to let it be known that Not only do you have to kill enemies or NPCs or other players, but you can also kill animals and still get your health on kill to proc. So we're gonna go ahead and kill either a rat or one of these dogs here. Please don't call PETA, I beg you. I'm just trying to show some tips here. So let's go ahead and kill that. And as you see, if you look at my health, you see it's moving up to the next bar. Let's go ahead and kill another one, because now I got the bloodlust. Alright, so as you can see, again, we only have 2 bars of health instead of 3. We also have the health on kill major attribute on one of our pieces of armor. And again, all you have to do is just shoot an animal. And I'm sorry I had to shoot that animal. But if you look down at my health bar, again, you see the health on kill actually procced, and it works not only on NPCs or people, but it also works on poor, unsuspecting animals. Great, now I feel terrible. And as for my 8th and final tip, this one is in regards to the smart cover with the Trapper mod, which is this one right here. And I think when most people use it, they use it on their smart cover or whatever they're hiding behind, so they can get that damage resistance and damage bonus. But another thing I wanted to point out is that, and we'll have to wait till this recharges. We'll have to wait till the cooldown's finished before we can use it again. But another thing I wanted to point out is that not only can you use it on the cover that you're hiding behind, but you can also use this smart cover with the Trapper mod on cover that the enemy's hiding behind as well. So now that we have the cooldown reset, we're going to try to get some of these enemies to hide behind cover, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so there's 2 enemies hiding behind cover, and basically you want to shoot that. So as you can see, if you look above their head, it says that they're going to be taking more damage and they're going to be dealing less damage. So again, I just wanted to point out, not only can you use the Trapper mod on the cover you're hiding behind, but you can also use it on, you see right there it says damage resistance and damage dealt. You can also use it on the cover that the enemies are hiding behind as well. So I just wanted to point that out, guys. Right here again, if we hide behind the cover, we get increased damage resistance and increased damage bonus. And if the enemies are the ones that hide behind the smart cover, then you'll be able to deal more damage to them while receiving less damage. So yeah, not only can you use it on your smart cover, but you can also use it on whatever cover the enemies are hiding behind. So that's my 8th and final tip. If there's any other tips that you all think are useful that I didn't mention, be sure to let us know in the comments. Also, I do have to do the obligatory, if you found the video useful in any way, don't forget to leave a like, share, or favorite, because it really helps me out. Also, if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it useful in any way, don't forget to do what you do. I'm A1, thanks for watching.